Welcome to Carpool with Ben, ladies and gentlemen. Little known fact, Metallica started out the same way my guest today is starting out. Well, he's been around for a little while. They are the Kody Norris Show. Kody, it is great to see you. How are you, sir?
I am doing very well. I hope you are.
Hey, we're hanging in there. You are in the beautiful state of Tennessee, the northeastern part, as I understand.
That's right, way up in the mountains.
That's great. And you have this group. It's the Kody Norris Show. You have a new album out, just came out recently, All Suited Up. Folks,
Yes.
You can get your hands on that. If you like Americana, good quality. I mean, just really, the music is fun. It's relaxing to listen to. Sometimes I know your bass player, Charlie Loman there, gets a little crazy, maybe drives the rhythm a little too fast. That might be where the Metallica thing happened. I don't know.
It might be.
But nonetheless, we are, it's great to have you here. Talk to me a little bit about your group for people who don't know, because look, you're award winning. You're constantly busy. You're constantly going all the time. Talk to me about that.
Well, we've been very fortunate the last few years. It seems like all the pieces of the puzzle have kind of came into play. You mentioned Charlie Loman, the bass player. Charlie plays the bass in the band. My wife, Mary Rachel, plays fiddle. Josiah Tyree is a banjo player, and we this particular. Josiah's been with me about 5 years, I guess, and then Charlie's been there too. So within 2 years, I feel like we've really accomplished a whole lot of things in a short amount of time, especially given the whole COVID world that we've been living in. But the band typically in a normal year, we will travel about 120 dates per year, all throughout America, into Canada, even Mexico. We had 5 overseas tours on the books for going into 2020, but of course, a lot of that got canceled. But it's all still rolled right over. So we hope by 2023 to get to do some touring abroad, and we're very, very happy about that. As far as what we bring to the stage, I really try to bring let's see, how would I say this? I try to bring a show that's more than just a show. I want to make a memory with folks when they come to the performance. When they leave, I want them to take us home with them, as a fond memory of what they just saw on the stage. And I work very hard at creating good visual appeal, not just with the music and the singing, but just a good visual appeal, because I feel as humans, we buy everything with our eyes if we have the ability to see. So I've always wanted to, work very hard at that and give folks something a little bit extra.
That is incredible. And, you talk about the outfits. The outfits are on point. The video you did, you're talking about a farmer recently. I've seen that video. I've seen the one
Sure.
You've done in tribute to 9/11. You've really touched, I think, a lot of that down home, old school Americana, which is still very much present in different parts of the country. Maybe not as popular up here. I'm in the Northeast, but down where you are, you're literally selling out venues. You've won awards, even most recently, both you and your lovely wife, both won individual awards for the performance group and also her on the fiddle. That's got to be pretty exciting. And to have that kind of success so short term, I mean, that has to speak to the dedication of you, your wife, of course, Josiah and Charlie. Talk to me about the dedication that they bring to the table.
When I started the band, it's actually been 15 years since I started the band, and many different configurations, and you're always searching, for that sound, the sound that you feel you can do something with. When Josiah came to the band, I knew right away that I had found something to work with, and Josiah, Mary Rachel, and I, as a trio, between our previous bass man and when Charlie came to the group, we actually worked for about 7 months, just the three of us. So I really felt that during that time, those were the developmental stages, so to speak, when we really, really began to create something, and I knew we had something special. And then, once Charlie came in, it just kind of, brought everything together as far as having more solidity on stage. Not that we didn't have it before, but it just, added a little bit of something extra. And, when the awards come along, especially with, Mary Rachel being voted as Fiddle Performer of the Year from the Society for the Preservation of Bluegrass Music. And then, when I won Entertainer of the Year, that really brought everything kind of full circle, that, lets you know that, and that's a fan's choice award. And that means all the difference in the world, that the fans think that much of you, to put you into that position. And I can't tell you what that has meant to me. And as far as just, being a little country boy from East Tennessee, And I'm very proud of my heritage. On that note, I'm extremely proud of my heritage, and that's one reason you mentioned the things like the Farming Man video. That's how I grew up, and I want to share that with the world. And it seems like everybody all over, everywhere we travel, they've had an interest in that. So I'm really glad that that mission statement, we're getting the point across.
You write your own music or do it as a collective group. As a matter of fact, I recently saw, I think on Instagram, which by the way, folks, the Kody Norris Show, go follow them on all the social media channels. I saw it was funny. Your wife was sitting there with a manual pencil sharpener, sharpening the pencils, and says, when Kody says he's in a songwriting mood. It's like they have electric ones now. I don't know if you knew that, but that's but sometimes it's the old school craft there. Talk to me about what it's like as you write these songs, and I'm sure there's probably a whole bookcase full of notebooks of songs that haven't made it right to the manuscript yet.
The writing, I feel very blessed to have the ability to write. I enjoyed in high school, writing really came into play. I had an advanced English teacher that really pushed those boundaries with me, and she said, you have an ability and you need to use it. And I certainly didn't, or excuse me, I don't think she thought I was going to use it in the manner in which I have, with writing music. But I'm when I'm in writing mode, everybody, that's kind of the point of the day that you just kind of have to leave me be, because I'm crazy at that point. I don't, I'm all over the map. I'm doing a little bit of everything. So at that point in time, Mary Rachel's, she's got pencil and pad handy, got the cell phone, we've got the recorder, everything that we need right there. You never know when it's going to hit me. And there are times I may be writing 2 or 3 different pieces at one time, that just coincide with each other. I don't know how I do that. And oddly, so many writers, they'll get words first, lyrics come first. Not with me. It's always the melody. The melodies just flood my head, and I've got to put some words to them. So it's kind of backwards with me, but that's how it works.
Hey, however it works, man, it works. It's gotten you there. It's gotten the awards, and it's gotten the recognition from people all around. Talk to me a little bit about outside of the music world, although it's probably hard to separate yourself. You said you've been doing this for 15 years. What do you do when you're not practicing, performing, writing, or anything like that?
I'm an avid hot rod guy.
Okay.
Love old cars, and have several of those. That was kind of mine and my dad's thing. I lost my dad last year in December 2020, and so that's one thing that I'm slowly getting back to. It's been a little bit of a tough subject for a while to get back out to some of the car events, but love taking those in. As far as occupationally, my wife, Mary Rachel, she owns a painting business. And when we're off the road, there's no telling where you might see us, making another house beautiful. So, that's been a very, very successful venture for her. And something else about me that a lot of people don't know, in, let's see, January of 21, I actually went to auctioneer's school. So I am an auctioneer also. And I haven't worked out my apprenticeship. Once I went to school, the music kicked back up. So I haven't had time to work that out to get my licensing. But certainly that is a major bucket list thing for me.
I've been asked a couple times to be a guest auctioneer at like a charity event.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a school, so I apologize to you and everybody in the entire auctioning field that I've probably done a massive disservice to that field and that craft. So my apologies.
Can you say rubber baby buggy bumper?
Not without getting shot up here in New England. Just that's a little. Only after you hit a pothole or something you might be able to. You might be allowed to say it. But that's interesting. So geez, we may have to do a separate interview all about that at some point. I know you're busy. You've got things going on. Let me ask you this, and kind of wrapping up here. Coming towards the summertime, obviously that's very busy time for you. You'll be hitting the road. What's kind of the plan for you? Where are things going as far as for you and the team there? What's the travel like?
Well, we are coming up. Actually, Josiah and his wife, they are expecting in late April. They're very excited about that. So we'll work all through March. We have dates in Ohio and Texas and just all around the map through March. and taking about 3 or 4 weeks off right through April, early May to give him a little time at home. And then, man, we are right back on the trail, and we have got so much stuff. We are just zigzagging all across the map. I want to invite everybody to check out our website at thekodynorrisshow.com. Remember now, that's Kody with a K. Anything else would be Sody, and I would not want them to be confused.
It's not a good thing. Not a good thing.
We've got a lot going on, and it's going to be a very exciting year. We actually just we got a new bus last week, so we're very excited about that. I'm actually sitting in here this morning. So
it's very fancy.
Anyway. And so we're excited about that. So everybody can check out, be sure and check us out online. They can see what we're doing, where we're going. And I certainly hope we're coming to a city near them very, very soon.
Well, hey, anytime you want to come on up to New England, if it happens in that, that little break time while the lovely Tyree family is expanding there, I play accordion. So,
okay.
Otherwise known as the Devil's Backpack, but, nonetheless, I can certainly fill in there, and you can just kiss those awards goodbye for at least a year. So,
actually, if you look around on our YouTube pages, you will find us on stage with a button box accordion. A friend of ours out in Minnesota plays button box very, very well. And I got him up on stage. He did half the set with us one night. So that was a lot of fun.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Kody Norris Show, ladies and gentlemen, the Kody Norris Show. Follow them on social media. And again, their latest album, All Suited Up, is fantastic, folks. You got to get a handle on it. It's one of those kind of albums that if you're going on a road trip, which in Rhode Island is anything beyond 3 Dunkin' Donuts locations, or if you're going a nice afternoon out in the yard, this is the kind of music you want to have just in the background, just to pass the time. It is so great. It's wonderful. It's just, it'll make you feel good. And right now, after the past 2 years we've had, don't we all need something to make us feel just a little better? I couldn't agree more. So I will let you go, sir. Thank you to you and your lovely wife for helping to set this up. Folks, go find them online, The Kody Norris Show, all everywhere you want to be. They're like MasterCard. If you're looking for a great opportunity to sponsor, reach out to Kody and his lovely wife there. That'd be great as well. So, folks,
go
follow them. Thank you, sir. Great to chat with you.
Yes, sir.